Hey guys, here to do another video of the comparison between two processors, and I'm going to start off with talking about my computer. Well, actually I'm going to start off with telling you guys that I am not watching the video that I'm putting with this. I'm probably going to put Skyrim with it, but I'm not watching or playing it, so don't expect me to commentate on the video because this is going to be, I'm recording this separate from everything, and I'm just going to put this over the video so you guys aren't bored while you're listening to this. But first off, I got a computer, or not a computer, but I upgraded my computer, and I got a new case, got the Cooler Master Half X. You can see that on my page. I think I do have a video for that. I did have a AMD 1100T, and when I made that video of the Intel 2500K versus the 8150, I did have my AMD 1100T in, but now I have the 2700K, and it is amazing. It's insane. I'm not a fanboy of either AMD or Intel because they both have their ups and downs. They honestly really do. AMD has insane prices for the stuff that they give you, but then Intel's performance is just better. Like, basically, if you have the money to spend on an Intel processor, I say do it, because the Intel processors, whether AMD fanboys are going to tell you or not, they honestly are faster. Single thread performance, the IPC is higher than AMD. AMD is supposed to be bringing out the pile driver and all that. It's supposed to be 15% better than the Bulldozer, but then even that would be clocked under Sandy Bridge. Even that would be lower than Sandy Bridge, and then Sandy Bridge is getting upgraded to Ivy Bridge. Ivy Bridge is going to have like 12% higher IPC. It's Intel, like, pretty much AMD has given up on competing with Intel in the performance range. What do I want to say here? I don't want to say the owner, but the manager. I'll just say the manager. The main person at AMD is he announced, like, actually in press, he announced, and it's on a few websites if you guys want to try and find it. He announced that he's done trying to keep up with Intel. They're done trying to do that. They just want to make the bang for buck CPUs, which is working for them. They are doing a very good job with that. There's so many people that use AMD because Intel is so expensive. It's just, if you have the money to spend on an Intel, it's honestly better. Like, my 1100T would only go to 4.0. I could only get it to 4.0 with voltage increase, and I had a liquid cooler on it. But my 2700K, it'll go to 4.5, and I only have to increase the voltage from its stock voltage of 1.250 to 1.275. And it's stable at 4.5. How ridiculous is that? It comes out turboed to 3.9, overclocked it to 4.5. FPS never drops below 60 on Battlefield. It never drops below 60 on Skyrim anymore. It's unbelievably fast, and I barely had to up the voltage. The only bad thing about it is the 2500K has almost exactly the same core per core performance as the 2600K and the 2700K, but it doesn't have hyper-threading. But as you guys know, hyper-threading isn't utilized in anything, basically. It's not even utilized in Battlefield 3. And actually in Battlefield 3, it causes stutter. I have to turn my hyper-threading off in Battlefield 3 because it causes screen stutter. The hyper-threading isn't utilized in anything. The only thing it does is get you higher benchmark performance. Like if you run Cinebench or something, your score is going to go way up when you have hyper-threading enabled. But it's not used in any day-to-day applications that I know of. I mean, I'm sure a few video editing and stuff is, but I don't really do that. I just like playing on my computer and playing games and stuff. I'm in it for the entertainment. Although I am in college to be a computer technician, but that's besides the point. So like I said, Intel is better. Well, I don't want to say it like that. Intel isn't better because AMD is so cheap for what you get. Like, You guys might know this too. The AMD 8150 performs better in Battlefield 3 than the 2600K and 2700K. It's honestly faster. It's 8 cores. Is faster, even though it's in the module things where the 2 cores are sharing parts or whatever. It honestly is faster. Battlefield 3 uses 8 threads, no hyper-threading threads, but it uses 8 threads. So in the future, when 8 cores come out for Intel, the game is going to run flawlessly. And whenever AMD gets their game together and makes the IPC higher and figures out a new architecture or something, honestly, I don't think the bulldozer architecture was very like smart. It's multi-threaded, yes, but the single core performance, I mean, look at all these games out there that only use 2 cores. That's horrifying. I don't know what they think they're doing. It's like AMD makes their CPUs to be used 5 years in the future. Like, they suck when they first come out, but then later on they get better or something. I'm just rambling on here. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm staring at my Audacity screen, watching the time go by, and I think the time is almost running out. So I'm going to try and wrap this up. Like I said 2 or 3 times earlier, if you have the money, it's smart to buy Intel. Whether you are in love with AMD or not, AMD does have some good processors, but single core performance just is not near Intel. And then the 2500K, it'll overclock to, like, I've seen it at 4.8 before on Liquid. It's so quick and it's so much cheaper. It's like, what, 40 bucks cheaper, and everyone complains about Intel prices. It's 40 bucks cheaper than the 8150. Honestly, that is a very good processor. I'm glad with I'm happy with my 2700K. It overclocks ridiculously. Just to say before this ends, I've got it up to 5.2 on my H80. It's insane. But anyways, this is the end of the video, so I'll let you guys go. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.